Hello, everyone. Good morning. Actually, good morning from Laguna Hills, California. You're in the office with Joseph Skoda. Like my office, well, quite frankly, I'd be doing this outside right now because when I first got here a couple days ago, the sun was shining. I got to visit Olympiad Park. I got to see a lot of great things. And I rented a convertible to drive down here. Now, let me retrack a little bit. I'm here for a midwinter convention, a midwinter conference for the Disabled American Veterans of California. And I happen to be the senior vice commander this year, which is number two in the state. And that comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of travel, a lot of headaches. But more importantly, we're serving veterans, and that's where all the action is, and that's our purpose. Well, anyways, I came down here, midwinter conference, and there's probably about 150 people in attendance, and another 40, 50 people online. We kind of did a hybrid thing, which is what most conventions are today. You're in person, online, or a mixture of both. And it's a good thing that we have going on. Anyways, I came here, I had to give a report, tell about a little bit about my travels and where I've been and what I've been doing for the last several months and what I intend to do in the future. But I also came down here for an interview because I'm going for the top dog, the big position, the commander of California. That's my next position. I interviewed for it. So I went in front of a board. There was the chair of the board and six people. They're grilling me. What would you do here? What would you do there? Why should we pick you? All these things, like any good interview should be. And the bottom line is, I just went through and I looked at it. I'm pretty calm. I know the guys and gals interviewing me, and I've been around the organization for a long time. It's not my first rodeo. But the bottom line is, I don't even know the answers or questions, some of them that they've asked me. But I said, this is my season. I paid my dues, maybe little stumbling steps along the way. But now this is the time. This is my season, and I'm supposed to do this. And I thought that was great. And quite frankly, uh, I'm not afraid if I get the job or don't get the job. The whole idea is that it's still in God's hands. And if I do a good job, that's definitely in God's hands. If I do a bad job, well, I have my own hands in it too much. Anyways, I did this interview on Saturday. And I told you it's been real sunny. I've been here since I think Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's all sunny. All right, the interview was Friday, right? The interview was Friday, not Saturday. And it was still pretty nice out. And I did that, and there was a couple people interviewing. We had three different positions. You have the junior vice, the senior vice, and the commander. And between us, probably five or six of us interviewing for different positions. And it's exciting. And shortly after I left the interview, I felt good. I'm walking out, I'm confident. I always have to kind of get in the mood. I can't sweat it too much. I cannot be nervous. And thanks to Toastmasters and so many of these in the office shows I do, not just with social media shows, but other places around the world, I have a confidence and I can speak in front of small crowds or large crowds most of the time. There are times where you still get those butterflies. You're not sure what's really going on. But anyways, I left that interview with a lot of confidence and felt pretty good. And other people waiting to be interviewed asked me, what do you need to do? What are you expecting? And all of that. And I just said, well, we're not supposed to share the questions that they ask us with the other ones. They could be our competitors, right? We don't want to do that. Anyways, I walked away feeling good. But it was probably 1 or 2 hours later. And outside, rain starts pouring down. A little sprinkles, but then it gets harder and harder, pouring down everywhere. Now, probably, I live near the beach, I live near Pismo Beach. And right now, even though I'm really close to the beach here, it's pouring down rain. I'm not afraid of water or rain, but then the clouds get dark. And people are running. It seems like a little discombobulated with what they're supposed to do during the day. And I'm like, Wow, maybe I'm not supposed to be commander of the state. Maybe I need to pack up my bags and go elsewhere. It's very interesting because I came here and every year, hold on a second. Every year when we go up the ranks in any veterans organization, many other organizations also, we have caps. Department of California. I don't know if you can see it very well. Department of California, and that happens to be a disabled American veteran patch. And on the back, junior vice commander, life member, junior vice commander. So I had this cover with me, this cap with me. I'm going to go in. I'm excited because if I wear a white cap, you're somebody important. You're a department officer, and it's always pretty exciting. But did I just tell you I'm the senior vice commander? This hat says junior vice commander. I brought the wrong cap or cover hat with me from my home. So I was really scared because I'm getting ready for this interview. And obviously, you have to wear suit and tie and have a good posture and confidence, whatever you're doing. But you should be wearing the proper headgear, at least, correct? Sure. In fact, I did not even have a disabled American veteran anything, patch or symbol or pin or shirt on anywhere until yesterday, actually. I didn't. And my cover was wrong. And thankfully, that morning, I asked the CEO, the adjutant of our department, like, well, what do we do with headgear? Because I noticed we haven't worn that much at the conference. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. National Command's trying to get away from the headgear because it looks like we're a bunch of old people. The whole organization scares some people away. I don't know how much truth all that is. And I think a headgear showing not necessarily the importance, but the responsibility in your title is important. But I was thankful that it was not required for the interview or the rest of the conference because I would have been out of uniform and, quite frankly, probably been embarrassed and pointed out several times. Pretty sad. Like, you see how I wear the cover this way, of course. That's the way it's supposed to be done. I was in a convention, I think Atlantic City, a couple months ago, and I had my cover on backwards. I had the right one. It wasn't junior vice, it was senior vice, but I had on backwards, and no one told me. No one told me. Shame on all of you. We have to look out for each other. That's fun to point fingers. You did it wrong. Your zipper's down, your tie's crooked, or whatever it is. But come on, it's me. Don't do that to me. I get embarrassed real easy. Anyways, with all that being said, and the rain's coming down hard, the clouds are getting dark. I don't know what to expect next. Maybe they will ask us to wear our covers. It went okay. It went all right, and I went on about my business, the other meetings I had to be involved with. In fact, I'm the membership chair for the Department of California Disabled American Veterans, and we're talking about membership and how to increase it. Like everyone else in the world, a lot of us are losing people through attrition for different reasons. We're always trying to brainstorm and bring the best of what our organization has and how we can attract the best members, like any other organization. Pretty exciting. Well, anyways, I keep saying, with that being said, I'm not even sure what's being said anymore. But I did all those other meetings, and later on that day, maybe it was the next morning, so just yesterday, I kind of got the nod. Yeah, eh, you're moving on. I passed the interview. We still have to be elected. There has to be a vote at our convention in Anaheim in a few months. And I hope if you're a disabled American veteran or any veteran, if that you show up for our convention, that would be huge. Look for me. Be the guy out front sweating bullets. But got the go ahead, which is just a nominee from the department say, yeah, these are our guys. Vote for them or not, but they're our recommendations for you. And I got the nod. The nod's important, maybe eye twitch or something like that because everyone's getting older. And I was interviewed by a panel. past district or past department commanders. And I was going to, my goal is to be a department commander. So who best to interview you but someone who's been there, done that. And I've got the old, high five and all this stuff throughout the weekend. And most people like me, but not everyone does or even understands what we do or why do we need to wear these funny caps, right? Who knows? But yesterday we I hate to say we I'm a Toastmaster. I'm using all these filler words. Boy, I'm embarrassed myself already. But last night we had a commander's reception. Real popular because at the end of every convention or celebration, whatever it is, we like to have a dinner. Maybe a little bit of live entertainment, a dinner, give out awards, decorations, recognize people. That's probably the most important thing. And our commander this year is Nancy Casey. She's a National Service Officer in San Diego, California. And she's an interesting year. And I'm her number two or number one. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to look like. But she had her reception. I had surf and turf, shrimp and steak. And it's very interesting because we always have a vegetarian option if you don't like meat. And our adjutant, he always has a veggie plate. I don't know, earlier today, earlier, oh my goodness, I always, because they were asking me what I want to eat. I said, anything but vegetarian, anything but vegan. Who wants that stuff? And, and he kind of looked at me funny. So I like vegan. I said, yeah, maybe, but as long as there's no tofu. If you have tofu, it was kind of offended by it. I like tofu. Tofu is disgusting soybean or who knows what's in it, really. Anyways, it doesn't matter what I like or what you like. The whole idea in whichever organization we choose to be involved with is to learn the rules, learn the goals, learn the values, and see if it fits with our lifestyle. See if it fits with our values, with our family values, especially, and what we believe in. Now, think about veterans organizations. We can't be political. We cannot support a particular person going up for election or political party. Sure, we can take pictures and things like that with different people, but we try not to do it with our DAV or any veteran memorabilia on. We just try to become neutral. And we all have our biases, our favorites, our ideals, but in an organization like this, who's to represent all veterans, kind of have to be a little bit more neutral, be careful what we do, what we say, where we go. And that's where I need your help. Sometimes I get off track. Sometimes I say the wrong thing. Sometimes I put my foot in my mouth and make those mistakes. My wife will tell you. A lot of times I put my foot in my mouth. I need to just zip it. Well, I like to talk. And I didn't always like to talk. Well, now I like to talk in front of audiences like you and people haven't even met before. Maybe because I can double dare you. You can't do anything to me. Maybe I need to stop telling my real name on these podcasts and whatever we're doing. The point is, whenever you're involved in something, do the best you can. And if it's not your season to be that leader, step away. Have someone mentor you, coach you into that position in the future. Sometimes I've been thrown into positions of leadership due to circumstances. For instance, I became the commander of the American Legion in Santa Maria, California last year for the third time, kind of by mistake. The guy who was running for commander, I supported him. He was a member of the DAV, Disabled American Veterans, like I was. And he supported me a lot. And he said, I want to be the commander of the Legion. Will you support me? I said, sure, what do you need? He said, I need you to be like, as number one, is senior vice or first vice, whatever you call it. Like, well, okay, and I wouldn't mind because he's a hard worker. He's a Vietnam vet, but he's a hard worker and determined to get things done. I want to make changes for the better. I said, sure, I'll support you. That's a great idea. But 2 or 3 weeks after the election, and he got to put his new fancy cap on or cover, whatever we call it, he passed away. And that's very interesting because, like I was saying, we sometimes get thrown into positions we may or may not be ready for. So we want to help our friends out, of course, and we got your back. But are we able to step in when something happens? Are we able to step in and take the lead, eagerness, and do it the right way? Are we able, willing to give it a try? Life's not perfect, and Larry Williams was his name, and he passed on, and a great guy. I miss you a lot, Larry. He was pretty special to me. He was one of the. My father died 20 years ago. We're pretty close, but some of these other guys, even though I'm older in age now, even close to my father's age when he did pass, every now and then someone comes into your life and kind of a father figure or a mother figure, a surrogate mother, father, whatever it is. It could just be a mentor. I look to him kind of like a father figure. And he would have been about my father's age, probably at that time. Anyways, anyways, I don't want to blah 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 on and on and on. We had rain outside. It's still raining now. And I rented a convertible, brand new 2024 Mustang. Beautiful car, beautiful car. And I'm driving, it's about a 5 hour drive from where I live to where I am at the moment, 5.5 hours. And it was sunny. I was actually coming down with the top. Why have a convertible unless you can take the top off, right? Fully agree. Now it's got to be. Have you ever been in a convertible when it's raining or snowing or windy? You can hear it through the canvas top. You can hear it, and it's loud. Doesn't matter how loud your stereo is, and the bass goes boom, 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 boom. You can feel the rain just inches above your head. It's not a good feeling. And I usually drive an SUV, a little higher off the ground, so I'm used to if there's rain on the road or snow, I can be comfortable. But I'm driving a sports car, a little bit lower to the ground. You're gonna feel any water underneath. You're gonna feel any bumps. You're gonna feel potholes. Even California has potholes. And it's not gonna be the most fun experience driving the next 5.5, 6 hours to get home. But with your prayers, by the time you actually see this video, I should already be home and making phone calls to veterans in the organization, making phone calls to people I've met at this convention, and more importantly, finding ways that I can better serve veterans and people like me. I retired from the Air Force after a 21-year career. I loved it. And my son's stationed in Misawa Air Base, Japan right now, and he has 11 years in the Air Force himself. So we'll all have to pick our own journey, but make sure your values and your goals parallel or align with the company you're involved with. Is the Air Force perfect? Well, quite frankly, it's the best military service we have, in my opinion. But no organization's perfect, and you and I are not perfect either. Have fun out there. Make every day count. You make a mistake today or tomorrow, clouds are over your head after an interview or it's starting to rain. Take a breather. Sometimes God's just telling us to slow down, take a breather, and appreciate what we really do have. We don't realize what we have sometimes until we lose it, including friends like Larry Williams. Oh, you have yourself a great day, and I look forward to you subscribing to our channel, josephskoda.com. You can find me most directly on social media and definitely social media shows. You can find most of my shows and get to know me a little bit better and the rest of our family and the social media shows network family. Anyways, boy, I'm really starting to mumble. Anyways, well, I keep saying that. You know it's time for me to zip it and get off stage. Have an awesome time. If you're a veteran, please join our organization and help it just become a little bit better. Make it better. It can become better, 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 better because of people like you. Have an awesome day. I salute you. I promise to stop mumbling on and on and on the next time we get to meet. With that being said, and I'm going to tell you something real quickly. I don't have my glasses on. So I'm trying to find the record button, the stop button. So if I'm fiddling around a little bit, it's probably that's part of the reason. Well, anyways, have a great day. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Bye now. If you liked our show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or find us on any social media platform, Instagram, of course, Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts and join our team. Anyways, we appreciate you staying tuned week after week, day after day, because we continuously build up our network to bring to you what you're asking for. Have a great day.